Good morning. My name is Willow Thornton, and today I'll be talking about a study that was investigating the social stigma of developing relationships among college students with ASD. Many children with ASD struggle with not being accepted and being excluded by their peers, while many adults with ASD struggle with initiating and maintaining romantic relationships. These struggles stem from social stigma surrounding ASD. This led us to ask the question, how does knowledge and personal experiences with ASD affect stigma and attitudes surrounding dating people with ASD? For our survey, we had 129 participants that reflected the diverse population of our school. We used the Disability Social Relations Generalized Disability Scale. This scale is designed to understand the openness towards dating and thoughts on marriage with a disabled person. We adapted the items to refer specifically towards people with autism spectrum disorder. This scale was abridged to 10 items and scored so that higher scores means more openness to dating or marrying someone with autism. Some of our items included, if I dated someone with autism, I would be eager to have sexual intercourse with him or her. If I love a person with autism, I could marry him or her. Some of our items were scored in reverse, and these include, a person with autism would be too dependent on me, and I would be concerned about what others think if I dated someone with autism. We also used the Autism Knowledge Test. This scale involves looking at people's perceived thoughts and stigmas of people with ASD with this 23-item true-false test. We removed 2 items related to vaccine conspiracies. Some sample true items are, autistic people have difficulty understanding what to do in social situations. Autism has a range of symptoms and severities. Autistic people can be employed in competitive paying jobs. Some sample false items were, all autistic people have intellectual disability. You can tell a person is autistic by looking at them, and autistic people experience emotions differently to people who do not have autism. We found that there was a very strong positive correlation between higher scores on the Autism Knowledge Test and openness to dating someone on the autism spectrum. This shows us that for people with more knowledge on ASD, the stigma of dating people with ASD is greatly reduced. We also asked respondents their personal history of knowing people with autism, specifically if they had friends, family, or past or current relationships with someone on the autism spectrum. We found that 34% of respondents had a friend with autism, and 37% of respondents had a family member with autism. This is likely due to our diverse sample. We found a very strong positive correlation between more personal experience and openness to dating someone on the autism spectrum. We also investigated the role of gender and sexual identity on openness to dating. LGBTQ+ respondents scored significantly higher for openness to dating someone with autism than cisgender heterosexual respondents. This is potentially because members of the LGBTQ+ community understand what it is like to be marginalized and are therefore more accepting of other marginalized communities. This can help us with creating more opportunities for neurodivergent people to interact with neurotypical people and to learn more about neurodivergence. It can also help us with educating the public better to combat misinformation about ASD. Much of the research surrounding ASD focuses on children, which leads to a knowledge gap in aspects of adult life with ASD. The impact of ASD on areas of life that don't affect children should be investigated because leaving out adults leads to less support that we can offer them. The overall impact of this study is that knowledge and personal experiences help to decrease stigma around dating people with ASD, which has broader implications to ASD and other marginalized groups. Thank you.